This video was produced by the UCD Math Support Centre in conjunction with the UCD Access Centre. In this video we're going to be looking at how to add numbers from the set of rational numbers which are denoted by fractions. So when adding rational numbers, it's important to note that the denominator of each number must be the same. So if we are adding two fractions together and the bottom number below the line is not the same on each fraction, we must find what's called a common denominator of both of these numbers. A common denominator of two fractions is a common multiple of the denominators. So let's find a common multiple of 8 and 12. And a common multiple of 8 and 12 would be a number that both 8 and 12 are a factor of. Now the most straightforward way to find a common multiple of two numbers, or any amount of numbers, is to multiply them together. So a common multiple of 8 and 12 is 96. As we can see here, we just multiply 8 by 12 and we'll get 96. It's important to note that common multiples of numbers are not unique. There are more than one, and we'll see in future slides that there is a way we can find the smallest or lowest common multiple to make our lives easier. But for now, we'll just look at a common multiple in this way. So let's look at an example of adding two fractions together by finding their common denominator. So we'll look at 3 over 4 plus 8 over 6. So we know already we need the bottom number to be the same on each fraction. So to do this, we need to find a common multiple of 4 and 6. So what we do is we multiply 4 and 6 together and we get 24. So we can see in the bottom line that 3 over 4 plus 8 over 6 will become 3 times 6 over 4 times 6 plus 8 times 4 over 6 times 4. And what's going on here is we know we need to get 24 on the bottom line of each of these fractions. So for 3 over 4, to get 24 on the bottom line, we need to multiply 4 by 6. Now if we multiply 4 by 6 on the bottom line, we must also multiply the top line by 6 so that the value of the fraction stays the same. So 3 times 6 over 4 times 6 has the same value as 3 over 4. And we have 24 on the bottom line. We do the same to 8 over 6. We need to multiply 6 by 4 to get 24. If we multiply the bottom line by 4, we must also multiply the top line by 4. So this will give us 18 over 24 plus 32 over 24. And we can see that we got exactly what we wanted, which was the same number on the bottom of both of the fractions. Our next step now is that we can add these together by putting 18 plus 32 all over 24. This will give us 50 over 24, which can be simplified to 25 over 12. So if we look at the following example of 7 over 12 plus 9 over 36. If we followed the same procedure and multiplied 12 by 36, we would get 432 as our common multiple, or our common denominator. But we can probably do better than that and find something that's a little easier to work with. So let's look at all the multiples of 12 and 36 and find the lowest multiple that is common to both. So we'll make a table of the multiples of 12 and 36. So we can see here 12 times 1 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, and 12 times 3 is 36. On the next line, 36 times 1 is 36, 36 times 2 is 72, 36 times 3 is 108. And we can see here that 32 is the lowest number that is common to both of these rows. We can see 36 appears as 3 times 12 and it appears as 36 times 1. So this is going to be our lowest common multiple. So we'll go back to looking at solving this. So 7 over 12 plus 9 over 36. Well, 7 over 12, we know we need 36 on the bottom line. So 12 times 3 is 36. So when we multiply 12 by 3 on the bottom, we must also multiply 7 by 3 on the top, so as not to change the value of the fraction. Again, 36 is the number we want on the bottom for both fractions, so 36 will stay the same on 9 over 36, so we multiply it by 1, and 9 times 1. So this will give us 21 over 36 plus 9 over 36. So we can see here again we have our 36 on the bottom of both fractions, meaning we can write this as 21 plus 9 all over 36. This gives us 30 over 36, which can be simplified to 5 over 6. So this is far nicer, we can see, than if we had not found the lowest common multiple. If we had instead multiplied 12 by 36, we would have had to deal with a lot bigger numbers and adding a lot bigger numbers together.